Some of you may be asking themselves which is the most expensive movie ever made, and what it makes the most expensive movie. Maybe the salary of the actors, or maybe the filming itself. So in today's video, we'll show you which movie is the most expensive and why is that. So, shall we begin? When it comes to the most expensive movie ever made, maybe you're thinking of the first 3D movie ever made, Avatar, or maybe some superhero movie such as the Avengers Endgame. But sorry to disappoint you, the Pirates are taking this lead. Yeah, you heard that right. The movie we're talking about is the fourth installment of the franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean on Strange Tides. The filming of this movie began sometime on June 2010 and ended in November 2010. The principal photography lasted for 106 days, with locations in Hawaii, the United Kingdom, Puerto Rico, and California. The movie was produced by Walt Disney Pictures and released on May 20th, 2011. The production cost approximately $412 million, making it the most expensive movie ever made. Effects. Did you know that the producers used similar 3D cameras to send used in the production of the 2009 film Avatar, and 10 companies were involved with the film's visual effects? Well, that speaks for itself. If 10 companies were involved, then you must be thinking how much the producers would need to pay for the companies to work for them. Well, the answer is simple. A lot. The lead companies, with over 300 effects each, were responsible for the mermaids and most water effects, creating digital ships and environment extensions, such as changing weather and designing cliffs and waterfalls. Filming. After the previous two installments of the franchise, Dead Man's Chest and At World's End, cost over $300 million, Disney decided to give a lower budget to the fourth installment. Many costs had to be cut, including primary production to Hawaii and London, where tax credits are more favorable, and having a shorter shooting schedule and fewer scenes featuring special effects compared to the previous movie. According to Jerry Bruckheimer, the producer of the movie, that they had a 22-week post, but with almost 1,200 visual effects shot, it was 40 weeks. Bruckheimer described it as the first major exterior movie to be shot in 3D, as Avatar was mostly done in sound stages. Although the original plan was to add 3D effects during post-production, the decision was made to shoot digitally with 3D cameras. Casting. As you can't imagine someone else to play Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp signed on to return as the lead role in the movie, but saying that he would come back if the script was good. After a year later, Disney announced that Depp would be paid a nice check of $55.5 million for his role, realizing that without him, the franchise would be dead and buried. After some time, the actor who played the role of Captain Hector Barbossa, Jeffrey Rush, expressed interest in returning to his role, and Bruckheimer later confirmed his presence. 3 other actors from the previous films returned: Kevin McNally as Joshua Gibbs, Greg Ellis as Lieutenant Theodore Groves, and Damien O'Hare as Lieutenant Gillette. New members of the cast include Ian McShane, who plays the notorious pirate and primary antagonist of the film, Blackbeard, and Penelope Cruz, who plays Angelica, Captain Jack Sparrow's love interest. Music. When you have that big of a budget, you must include some brilliant music maker. In this case, the film score was written by Hans Zimmer, who had worked in all of the previous entries of the franchise, with being the main composer for the second and third installments. He said that he tried to incorporate a rock and roll sound, as he felt pirates were the rock and rollers of many, many years ago. He also added some Spanish elements and collaborated with the Mexican guitarist Rodrigo y Gabriela. Box office. With its release on May 20, 2011, the movie earned $241.1 million in North America and $804.6 million in other countries, for a worldwide total of $1.045 billion. It was the second most successful installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series. On its worldwide opening weekend, it grossed $350.6 million. After 46 days in theaters, the movie crossed the $1 billion mark and set a record for the fastest Disney-distributed film to reach the milestone. Critical response. As with the previous films, the plot was criticized as incoherent and confusing. The movie didn't get much of positive responses. It was stated that by Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic that the movie was average with disjointed plot and a non-stop barrage of noisy action sequences. Well, that's all for today's video, guys. If we missed some things, just tell us in the comments section below. If you want more content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get more notifications like this as soon as our new video pops up. Thanks for watching.